Welcome to day 26 of the 28-day gratitude challenge. Today is magically transform mistakes into blessings. And it begins with a quote from Oprah Winfrey. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Every single mistake is a blessing in disguise. Today's magical practice will prove it, because you're about to discover that there are actually untold blessings hidden within every mistake. A child makes many mistakes while learning how to write or ride a bike, and we don't give it a second thought because we know that through their mistake, they will learn and eventually master what they're trying to do. So why is it that adults are so hard on themselves when they make a mistake? The same rule that applies to children also applies to you. We all make mistakes, and if we didn't, we would never learn anything, and we wouldn't grow any smarter or wiser. We have the freedom to make our own choices, and that means we have the freedom to make mistakes. Mistakes can hurt, but if we don't learn from the mistakes we've made, the pain that we've suffered from it has been for nothing. In fact, by the law of attraction, we will make the same mistake over and over again until the consequence hurts so much that we finally learn from it. It is the very reason why mistakes hurt, so that we do learn from them and we don't make them repeatedly. To learn from a mistake, first we have to own it. And this is where many people can become undone, because they often blame someone else for their mistake. Let's consider the scenario of being pulled over by the police for speeding and being given a speeding ticket. Instead of taking responsibility for the fact that we were speeding, we blame the police because they were hiding in the bushes on the highway around the bend, and we couldn't see them. They had a radar gun, so we didn't stand a chance. But the mistake was ours, because we are the ones who chose to speed. The problem with blaming other people for our mistakes is that we still suffer the pain and consequences of our mistakes, but we didn't learn from it. And so bingo, we'll keep attracting and making that same mistake again and again. You are human and you will make mistakes, and it is one of the most beautiful things about being human. But you must learn from your mistakes. Otherwise, your life will have a lot of unnecessary pain. How do you learn from a mistake? Gratitude. No matter how bad something may seem, there is always many things to be grateful for. When you look for as many things as you can to be grateful for in a mistake, you magically transform the mistake into blessings. Mistakes attract more mistakes, and blessings attract more blessings. Which would you prefer? Today, think about a mistake that you've made in your life, and it doesn't matter whether it's big or small, but choose one that still hurts when you think about it. Maybe you lost your temper with a person close to you and the relationship hasn't been the same since. Maybe you put blind faith in another person and got burned. Maybe you told a white lie to protect someone, and because of it, you ended up in a difficult situation. You might have chosen the cheaper option on something and it went all wrong and ended up costing you a whole lot more. You might have thought that you were making the right decision about something, but it completely backfired on you. Once you've chosen a mistake to magically transform into blessings, look for the things to be grateful for. To help you, there are 2 questions you can ask yourself. What did I learn from the mistake? And what are the good things that came out of the mistake? The most important thing to be grateful for about every mistake are the things that you learn from it. And no matter what the mistake, there are always many good things that came out of it and altered your future for the better. Think this through very carefully and see if you can find a total of 10 blessings to be grateful for. Every blessing you find has magical power. Write out your list in a gratitude journal or type them on a computer. Let's take example being caught for speeding by a police and receiving a fine. An example would be, I am grateful to the police for wanting to protect me from harming myself, because after all, that's all they were trying to do. Example number 2, I'm grateful to the police because if I'm honest with myself, I was thinking about other things and I wasn't concentrating on the road. Another example, I'm grateful to the police because it was foolish to put myself at risk while speeding with a tire that needed to be replaced. Number 4, I'm grateful to the police for the wake-up call. Being pulled over did affect me, and it will make me watch my speed and drive more carefully in the future. I am grateful to the police because somehow I had a wild idea that I could speed without getting caught and without putting myself in danger. The seriousness of the police made me face up to the fact that I was putting both myself and others in serious danger. Another example, I'm grateful to the police because I think about my own family being put in danger by other speeding drivers, and then I definitely want the police to stop those speeding drivers. I'm really grateful to the police for their work they do trying to ensure the safety of every person and family on the road. I'm grateful to the police because they must see heartbreaking situations every day, and all they're trying to do is to protect my life and my family's life. I am grateful to the police for making sure that I arrive home safely and walk through my door to see my family as I usually do. Last example, I'm grateful to the police because of all the possible consequences that could have stopped me from speeding. The police pulling me over was the least harmful consequence, and it could have been the biggest blessing of my life. I would strongly urge that you take any mistake that you've made in your life that you still feel bad about, and in your own time, follow this magnificent and magical practice. Think about it. Through one mistake, you have the power to bring many blessings. What else guarantees dividends like that? For day 26 magical practice, magically transform mistakes into blessings. Begin your practice by making a list of 10 things that you are grateful for, writing why you are grateful for each one. Go back and reread your list saying thank you, thank you, thank you at the end for each blessing in your life. And then today, choose one mistake that you've made in your life and try to find 10 blessings that you're grateful for that came as a result of making that mistake, and write them down. 2 questions that you can ask yourself while thinking about your mistake is, what did I learn from my mistake? And what are the good things that came out of the mistake? And then finally, just before you go to bed tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand, think about the best moment of your day, find gratitude, and say thank you, and fall asleep grateful. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 27. Have a magical day.